Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Roball back again on another Final Stand video. I'm a little bit sick still guys, but I'm trying to get better. Now, this video is going to be about the Android race, the recently introduced most new race in Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, and what transformations I think they could have. But before I do that guys, I need you to do me a favor and subscribe if you're new. Comment down below any ideas for other videos you have or any ideas you have for this type of video. And I might be making this a series guys where I introduce new transformations or new races that could come to Final Stand. So tell me down below what ideas you guys have. Let's get right into the video guys. Now, when it comes to the Android race, they're the very most new race in Final Stand. We don't know much about them. All we know is that they have half the max ki as everyone else, so I would recommend making a ki build. They also have no transformations, and they heal a lot of health and ki when they absorb people's energy. So if you use a ki blast towards an android in Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, you will in result heal them almost full HP. Now that's also something that makes them both powerful and weak because they've been nerfed to the point where they have half the max ki as us, so it's somewhat fair in my opinion. Now when it comes to the Android race, they have no transformations in the game thus far, and it seems like Snake World might not add any transformations to them. I'm thinking it's mainly because there's nothing really to add, but to Snake World, if you're watching this, here are some ideas that I have. I have 3 ideas, maybe more if I come up with more as I'm making this video, but there are 3 ideas I've come up with in a list that we could do in Final Stand, my guys. So, when it comes to Final Stand, it's loosely based off of Dragon Ball Z, guys. Dragon Ball Z has the Android race in it. We have Super 17, we've had Android 13, we've had Android 17, 18, 19, all that jazz. Now, the first transformation that I think should come to the game, guys, is Mecha Android. Mecha Android, there is a somewhat canon, somewhat non-canon transformation from Dragon Ball Fusions where a robot Saiyan was created called Mecha Goku, and he was completely comprised of metal. It was created by Bulma, and basically it was like a Kid Goku version, like a GT Goku, in which he was smaller and stuff like that, and he was used for sparring from what I could tell. Now what I think is the player could turn into this, where their entire skin and their hair turns into like glass and metal materials. That way they could look like a robot, which is what they are in Android. Somewhat human, somewhat not. Now when it comes to this transformation, I think the stats should be pretty low. I think it should resemble the stats for Super Saiyan 2, because Android shouldn't get really low transformations. I think the transformations should be high enough to match Super Saiyan Rose or maybe Super Saiyan Blue as well, because then again when it comes to the Android race, there's not much we know about it, but I think it should have transformations that are from later levels. That way those who are androids have to earn their transformations. So when it comes to the Mecha form, I think Mecha Android should be a thing for maybe level 100 or more, maybe level 150. That would make more sense. And when it comes to that, the stats should be around the 100s to 150s, which would make sense in my opinion. Now if we go to the Final Stand wiki, if I were to go to the Final Stand wiki guys, the Final Stand wiki for the Saiyan race, or the Super Saiyan 1 guys, the Super Saiyan 1 transformation has the stats of, let's see, 50 on everything, and Super Saiyan 2 has stats on 100 on everything, and I think it would make sense for the androids to unlock this at level 150 and get 150 stats on everything in there, because that again makes it about the stat points of Super Saiyan 3, if not the exact same, which would make sense in my opinion. I think that makes sense. Now, the next transformation that I think androids should get, this one's completely canon as well, is the super forms like for Super 17 and the Android 13 transformation. I think the first one to come should be the Android 13 transformation, excuse me, in which the player's skin turns blue, they have silver armor, and their hair spikes up and it turns orange. That way the player looks similar to Android 13 in his villain form, and this could be called a villain Android form, or Android villain, or something like that. And that could be mainly a Super Saiyan 3 or maybe a Legendary Super Saiyan stat points, which would make more sense because Legendary Super Saiyan has about the stat points of 200 from what I could tell. 200 is the stat points for Legendary Super Saiyan for level 150 and Prestige 1, and I'm thinking the Android could unlock this at level 200 or maybe 250, and they could have about 250 stat points or less, which would make sense in my opinion. Now, when it comes to this transformation, of course all of these transformations will not take any health max or any ki max, because that wouldn't make sense. None of the transformations thus far take any health or ki max. So on to the next transformation, which is the one that you guys know the most about, which is Super 17. Super 17 is from Dragon Ball GT, if you don't know. I know a lot of people don't watch GT, and they don't like GT, but this is a transformation that I think should be added to the game. I think the player should be able to like become a Super 17 form, and we could call it like Super Android. And with this Super Android form, the player could grow taller, but still be a little bit skinny. And then if they grow taller, of course they'd get more keymax and stuff like that. And I think the level requirement for this should be around level 400 to maybe 450, because that'd be around the Super Saiyan Blue times Kaioken level and Super Saiyan Blue level. And I think if it's level 400, we can make the stat points for this be around 420 to 450, which would match the Namekian's new Demon Namekian form, which wouldn't make it too overpowered as well as not make it too weak. It could match up with a Super Saiyan Blue, although it wouldn't be powerful against a Super Saiyan Blue times 10 Kaioken, which would require for another transformation for the androids. Now, the final transformation that I spoke of briefly in the beginning, this final transformation has to do with the Mecha version of the character. Now, the Mecha version, as I said, was like a silverish version of the character in which they get like metallic and glass stuff on them. But what if their next transformation could be something even cooler? We could call it the Super Mecha form. And with the Super Mecha Android form, the player could turn into pure gold or any other color. It really depends on Snake World. It's his choice. They could turn into like a pure gold in which everything like their hair spikes up and everything like that. They get a little bit taller like in the Super 17 form. So like this Super Mecha form could be a combination of the Mecha form and the Super 17 form with a little bit of the other form like the villain form. Now when it comes to this, I think the stat points for this, at least the level requirement, should be level 450 or more. Now that would mean that we'd have to lower the level requirement for the previous form, which was the Super 17, which is okay in my opinion, but when it comes to this transformation, the Super Mecha form, I think Super Mecha should have just under the stats, if not the exact same stats as Super Saiyan Blue times 10 Kaioken, because Super Saiyan Blue times 10 Kaioken, as well as the complete Super Saiyan Blue / Mastered Super Saiyan Blue, are both 700 stat points, but the difference is one doesn't drain your health. Now when it comes to Super Mecha Android, it could drain your health, although I don't think it should, but it should, in my opinion, I think it should get rid of the whole automatic key charge. That way the player isn't automatically charging key and keeping that transformation. But when it comes to this transformation, I think the level requirement should be level 450, and the stat points could be 700 on everything, except for key max and health max, although it might have to be more if players really demand it, because androids aren't that strong of a race at the moment. They're the best race, but they're not the strongest race, purely because they don't have transformations that can match up with the other races, guys. Now, if you guys enjoyed that video, go ahead and tell me in the comment section down below if you liked it. What did you like the most? Which transformation was your favorite? If you want me to make this a series in the future, although I've been doing it more and more, I never really named it under series. Like, I never named it something. I always put it under update ideas. Should I make it a series, guys? Comment down below any ideas you have on future videos. Like, I could do a video maybe on a Bio Android race, or maybe Majin reforms for the Majin race so they could get more buffed instead of being underpowered or being overpowered for Snake World to decide. Now when it comes to Final Stand, I need your guys' ideas because I can't just think about everything. I've come up with a lot of ideas myself, and I think it's time that I make videos that you guys want. Now guys, keep in mind, any ideas you have down below that I can't make a video on, I'll probably present to Snake World because he's coming to the Roblox Developer Conference this summer, and I am too, and I'm looking forward to meeting him, and we might meet up and make a game together for the night on the Game Jam, and the two of us will work together, guys. It's going to be the matchup of the century, better than Avengers Infinity War. Now, if you guys really do want me to meet Snake World and ask him questions for you guys, and maybe record a video on it, go ahead and leave a like. Comment down below any questions you have for Snake World, and he might read the comment section, and if not, I'll ask him in the future at RDC. But guys, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, join the Robros, and also cop the merch. Link is down below to that, guys. The merch is freaking fire. Just released it, going off sale at the end of the month. In less than 20 days, it's going off sale, guys. So get it while you can, because on April 30th, at the night, it is going off sale. At night on April 30th, it's going off sale. That's the only time it's going to be on sale for the month, and then it's going to be off sale for another year or so, or maybe until there's a fire sale in which I can do a sale for you guys for a bunch of merch that goes off sale over time. If you guys really do want more merch, make sure you comment down below. Pants merch is coming soon, guys, no worries. But also, do me a favor, guys, remember to comment down below any ideas you have for Final Stand videos. That way I can make them for you guys, because I like making Final Stand videos, but I can't make Final Stand videos if there's nothing to make videos on. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you watch my other videos, like my new Dragon Ball Radar video that I made. I'm pretty sure you guys really do want to watch it, because it's a good idea, and I even built a Dragon Ball Radar as I was talking, which was a freaking good idea, too. I like the way it turned out, and if Snake World sees this video or sees that video, or if he doesn't, make sure you tell him so that he can get that Dragon Ball Radar. I want him to take it and use it for Final Stand, because I want Final Stand to get the Dragon Ball Radar, guys. Now, guys, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Till then, it's been your man, Roball. I'm signing out now, and I'll see you guys in the next Final Stand video, guys. Peace, guys.